So this is Photoshop 6, but it doesn't matter whether you're in Photoshop 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Actions have pretty much been the same. What you have to do is you go to Actions and you say New Action. And then you get Action 1 and you can call it whatever you want. In this case, I can call it Creating New Layer. And I can keep it as my default action or put it any other place. It doesn't matter. Then I choose a function key. Now I can choose any of these keys, but because F1 usually does something and F2 does something, I tend to choose some option key like F13 with Shift and Command, and then I have to remember it. That's all. So if you're not using your F13 keys or F14 keys or whatever, they're fine. But if you are using them, then you want to choose either Shift F13 or F14 or Shift F12 or F11 or Command Shift F11. You get to choose. The program is not choosing, you're choosing. In this case, let's say we chose Shift Command F13 and let's use something even better somewhere around F8 because you'll have F8 on your keyboard. You may not have F13 or F14. So let's record and we'll start off. Now it records exactly like you'd expect it to record. So you click and then notice what it's done here. It says it's starting to record. It doesn't do anything till you start to do something. So you say File, New, and then you just go about it the way you would want to. So maybe you chose 6 by 6 inches. Maybe there was 300 pixels. Background is white. And you say OK. And then it creates a page like it normally does. Now you want to create a layer. So you have to go to the Layers palette, or Control or Command Shift N will do that for you. So Command Shift N will do that. So you call that layer maybe black layer. Okay, and you say OK, and you've got a black layer. You say Command Shift N and you call that rough layer. And you want that opacity maybe to be just 20% because you're just sketching in that layer. So maybe 19-20%. So you've got rough layer, you've got black layer, and you want a color layer. Again, Command Shift N or Control Shift N, and you've got now your color layer. So that's 100%, so that's okay. And you say okay. Now the only thing you need to do is you need to make sure that the color layer is right at the bottom, your rough layer is in the middle, and your black layer is at the top. So let's move that color layer down. So rough layer is in the middle, black layer at the top, color layer at the bottom. Now you've got your action. There's nothing else to do. So you just press stop. So you've been recording your action so far, and you just press stop. And once you press stop, you've got the action. So let's look at it. Here's your action, where to go, creating new layer. And it says, it shows you here Command Shift 8. So let's close this now and not save it. And then we just do one of two things. One is you either go here and you press play. So you click on that and press play, and it'll open it up. And look, it did all the color layer, rough layer, everything. Alternatively, we can close it again, don't save it, and just hit Command Shift 8, which is what I'm doing right now, or Command Shift F8 maybe. That's what we did. And it should do the same thing. It's not doing it on my computer, but anyway, if it doesn't, just press play and it does it and you're ready to go. Now it's in the color layer, you have to go to the rough layer, and if you start sketching, you'll notice that it's 20%. You also notice that this brush is kind of fuzzy. That's a whole new thing, which is you have to choose a brush. So if I were to select all and delete, and then I use that brush. Now that brush is not fuzzy. So if it was one of these brushes, it would be fuzzy. If it's that brush, it's not fuzzy. And this is true for all of Photoshop, whether it's version 3, 4, 5, 6, or in the future 7 or 8. So that's me, Sean D'Souza, saying bye for now. Enjoy your Photoshop.